Hey, what's up? This is the Tuesday show. My name is Ultra David.
And I'm James Chen. How's everybody going?
Going all right. So we got a few topics to talk about today. Let's look at them. We're going to talk about Zeku, who is a new character in the Street Fighters. We're going to talk about, at least James is going to talk about his thoughts on the other Marvel characters.
Yeah, because I finally got a chance to mess with him, so
sick.
I'm kind of excited.
We're going to talk about a bunch of event results. A lot of stuff happened this past week. Then we're going to talk about the upcoming ELEAGUE Injustice stuff. We'll talk briefly about players there and what to expect and whatnot. We'll talk about Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
That's right. The new
DLC stuff,
a lot of
etc.
new stuff and release dates, etc. Lots of stuff. So
for sure. And then assorted other stuff. But let's
right.
begin with Zeku.
Zeku just came out today. Literally just came out. And,
new Street Fighter V character.
I found out apparently while it's downloading the update, if you go to training mode, it won't download the update anymore. Like, I was in training mode, it was like, it kept dying.
I'm sure I was in training mode.
Yeah, I know. Like, I thought that I know I've done it before, but it didn't work, so I left it sit there, and then it worked, but I got him finally. So
PlayStation problems.
Yeah, I know. I was able to mess with him for an hour, basically. So I got
cool. Okay, so you got a good chance.
Yeah, I got a chance to mess with him.
I got a bit of a chance myself. I played with him for probably about 20 minutes until I had to skedaddle. So he is Guy's master.
Mm-hmm.
He has the ability. He's a stance character.
Yes, Guy's
he comes
master,
into the stage,
as evidenced by this picture here. There he is. He's
whoa!
Ready to fight
Dang!
against
Look at his big old lion's mane. That's pretty cool. He's Guy's master, and he has two versions of himself. I guess the old one and the young one, and they are stances. They're different characters in the same character. Different normal attacks, different special attacks.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically completely different characters outside of their critical art. And they have a similar V-trigger, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, like, they're about as different as you can get between two characters.
And you remember, Gen was very much the same, right? In Street Fighter 4, Gen was very much the same. Different guy with respect to the different stances, but you could switch pretty quickly, and especially in that one stupid alt, you couldn't really tell which one he was.
Well, actually, no, all the alts were for Gen. You couldn't, all the costumes you couldn't tell which one he was. There was only one that you could.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Yeah,
You're totally right. You
there was
see
one
it
with
in
a mask, and so a lot of people wouldn't pick that one.
Fair enough.
Because he had two different jumps.
That was very stupid.
Right? Yeah.
So you had to actually see him moving to know which one he was in. But for Zeku, there's a much more obvious the V skill switches you, or there's a special move that switches you too. It's super clear. He looks graphically different. You don't have to just see him walking around, moving around. He looks different, so you know which one he is. I've had a chance to play with him too. Well, before we talk about the actual gameplay, what do you think about him as looks, the character?
Honestly, I feel like Capcom has been kind of killing it actually including from Abigail to Zeku, animation wise and just cool little touches and things like that. I actually feel like Capcom has been really hitting it out of the park with these three characters. I mean, to sound like a really terrible. I mean, that sounds like an esports phrase so much. He's been hitting it out of the park.
Oh, God.
I will not say that again. He looks awesome. He looks really cool. I feel like they gave him a lot of good time. Someone actually put out an image of how all the normal moves match up to Strider's normal moves from MvCI and actual Strider games and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can see a clear parallel, I think, with Strider buttons. For some of them, you can see a clear parallel with Guy buttons in the past. There's very clearly, the inspiration. I think he looks great. I really do. I think he's animated well. I love that he has a little post special move dances, or whatever, like Abigail does. I think that's very cool. I think he looks cool. I think he sounds good.
Dude, even after you
it's
land,
just a nice audio visual work. I gotta say.
After you land his critical art, he says, "That is the power of Bush." You can shut him up. He poses. He's like, "That is the," and if you crouch, he just stops talking.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know. Yeah. So I'm with you. I feel like the last few characters have been really, really well done.
Dude, even the fact that Graham, when he does the kick in old man mode, has the same sound effect as Strider Sword.
Oh, that I didn't notice.
It actually does it has the same sound effect.
That is cool.
Yeah, but you know what? Olaf Redland brought up an interesting lore point, though, and I don't know how much you've played Strider before, or even if you remember the assist in MvC1. Tompu.
Neither.
Tompu is an enemy in Strider, and they actually jump down, and they do Strider blades with kicks. but they're bad guys. So Zeku now has Strider blades with kicks, and it's like, did two branches come off? There was the Tompu path and then the Strider path. I don't know. Just kind of, I don't know. Olaf brought that up, and I was like, whoa, the lore just got deeper.
That actually is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I like him. I think he looks great.
Yeah.
So, okay. Nice work to old Capcom over there. Let's talk about the gameplay. I don't find myself very interested in it.
Well, after Abigail and Minot, two characters that I was very interested in, Zeku turned out he's more limited than I was expecting him to be. Like, I thought he was going to be able to cancel into his V skill. His V skill, like, remember how it says you could teleport to either side and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, that only happens if he hits.
Right.
So it's only just choosing. It's not even a real mix-up. Like, I thought on block, he would be able to transform and pick mix-ups and et cetera, et cetera. You can't even cancel into it. In young mode, you can't really do run-stop pressure because, like, Fierce into run-stop is still so long. Like, he's just, like, run-stopping forever, pretty much. So you can't really do a lot of that kind of stuff. So I actually was surprised. And the only way, like, to combo into the V-skill to transform, like, old is really limited. Basically has only one way to do it, which is make sure you hit crouch heavy punch into medium kick, up blade, spin kick, quarter circle, back with kick, and then you can combo into his V. But like the other Strider, like young Strider has like a target combo into it. Anytime you land the shoulder, you can combo light punch into light shoulder and still juggle and transform. Like, he's going to be able to transform all day. Now, the special command to change is so fast, it's not going to be too much of an issue. So, but I just thought he was going to be a character like that. You might be able to play him close up and just be like switching between them like constantly during the offense, and that's not the situation. So
no, it seems like the two characters are very different. I don't know that they, I don't know that they like mesh that well. I feel like the old man seems to me more like a distance character. Not zony per se, but like definitely controls the mid range better. And then young man seems like he's more about being up close and mobile. So I don't know how they fit.
Right.
I don't know. Like it's. I guess maybe if you want a zonery type character, then you just stay with old man, and like maybe if you want rushdown, maybe you just pick one and you just stick with it for the whole game.
Yeah, see, I was about to say, it almost feels like there's two characters here.
Yeah.
And that you're just going to pick your preference, but the big advantage that he has is that he's going to be able to counter pick without changing characters. I mean, because if you win and then they go to Zangief, I'll be old Zeku, and if they win and they go to this guy, I can be young Zeku. Okay. So there's kind of that option. But how much really are people going to be switching back and forth?
I have no idea. I almost wonder. I didn't test this, but do you know if just like button into the stance switch special move, does that actually leave you at better frames than button into run cancel?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I didn't test that one.
I don't know.
I mean, both of them have cancelable. No, actually, I don't think Strider's Far Fierce was cancelable.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah, only Zeku's was. Yeah. So,
I think for young, it was only crouching strong and the lights.
Yeah, and then correctly. For old, only standing strong and standing heavy punch could be canceled. But like he had that like this nice range, crouching medium punch and crouching medium kick, but neither of them could cancel the crouching medium kicks.
Right.
Dude, the crazy part was that I noticed that in young, in Strider mode, dude, his jump attacks suck. He only has one good jumping medium kick, which does everything. Cross up, hits low and everything. Doesn't have great range, but everything else hits up. It's weird. So he actually, I feel like, will have a lot of weird mix-ups that he could do jump attack with throw, to fake people, but that's not real. It's not real. So
I don't know. His gameplay is confusing to me, and I'm not interested enough by either side of him to do like the legwork to find out. It's like I was interested enough with Abigail, so I did it, and with season 1, I did it with a bunch of characters. I was interested. With Manette, I even put in some time just to like see what I could do because I thought she was interesting.
Right.
I don't know about Zeku, and I am not interested enough to look into it.
I mean, it's interesting that, as a stance character, I feel like he's probably the least weird out of a lot of the characters that have come out. You know, like, I think Ed is actually weirder. Colleen might be weirder.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think they're all weirder.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Than Zeku. Zeku feels like a lot of his stuff feels kind of like, this is what you're supposed to do. Even his V-trigger is surprisingly very, very straightforward.
Yes.
Because after you activate it, it just gives you one dash cancel, right? Which I like, by the way.
It's cool.
Thank God, because we have been having way too many comeback V-triggers. And this one doesn't feel like as much of a comeback V-trigger.
Well, you're right. It's not going to give you like multiple mix-ups and death, right? But if you land a hit, I mean, I remember watching the Winner Stays On stream. I was introducing him, and they were already doing 500 damage.
Right.
With just button, V-trigger,
button into dash,
yada yada. That was already there, and I'm sure there's going to be better optimization than that. So it's going to be a damaging thing, but yeah, you only get one. You only get one dash, and then it's gone.
The nice thing about that though is that if you spend it right away, he's going to be a character that has a lot more opportunities to get 2 V-triggers in a round.
Sure.
Because it's 2 bars, and if you cancel into spend it right away, you're going to get it back almost instantaneously.
Sure. I mean, if nothing else, it's like Fang's trigger, he just gets it more often, right? Fang's trigger is only useful because you can cancel sweep. That's it. It sucks otherwise.
That's why I keep saying, if Fang had the ability to do
I know. Yeah, and then
get rid of all of it, he would be way better.
For
he
sure.
would actually be better.
For sure. So Zeku can at least do that, and then he gets a dash. Cool. Right? So, I mean, it doesn't seem like the best V-trigger, but it doesn't seem like a bad V-trigger either. I mean, he's like so not weird that it's almost weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think that he's going to be bad or good. I have no impression of that right now. I have no idea.
Probably not bad. Yeah. But I don't know.
But I was hoping that he would be a little crazier. And I know like Vi did too, because he was like, oh, here we go. I'm going to be able to have my rushdown character, you know, which is funny because, I mean, Street Fighter V is not lacking in rushdown characters.
Literally go to the character select and spin a wheel and you'll land on one.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I did like... you know, aesthetically, again, I just love the fact that, like, his moves are a really nice blend between Strider and from Guy. His crouching heavy punch looks in Strider mode looks exactly like Guy, etc. Oh, actually, no, I think it was Old Man. Yeah, Old Man's has it.
What I like about it is that it's not exactly like, it's not like they literally copied the animation. But it's clearly close. It's like strongly inspired by it. And you can imagine, like, Guy's seen this move a million times, and he like makes his slight adaptation to it. But it's not exactly the same.
It was like the Gouken thing, right? Remember how Gouken looked like he had different kind of moves, and it was like, oh, you could see how Ryu developed it and everything like that. But I mean, the one thing that was interesting though was that they kind of based the move so much that even Strider mode standing light punch looks really whack. Like he's just like. But that's exactly what Guy did, you know, so I thought that was actually kind of funny. So.
I like it. I think he looks good. I just am not sure how interesting he'll be to play. But we'll see. I'm sure there are people out there who like him. And I've already seen, I think the Feetly put up a Twitter clip of combo into one mix-up into, that's the end of the round.
Oh, okay. Well, that's standard, like, you know, expecting that.
Yeah, I don't think it was... Actually, it might not have even been a mix-up. It might have just been like combo into another combo.
Right, yeah, okay.
Just
but
like
I mean, was there was
ideal
a critical
situation. And super at the end, of course, is featuring in the middle. Of course.
Okay.
We'll see. So that's Zeku. He's out right now. See how that pans out. I guess he'll be banned for Canada Cup, which is, of course, this weekend, and that's too early.
Right, which was weird, too, because you remember... that the 3 new characters for MvCI were like immediately playable at like all events they announced, even though in their rules specifically state that it was like they're banned for a week. But you know,
whatever. Zeku will still be banned for Canada Cup, as far as I know. All right.
Hopefully not for the team tournament, because it'd be cool if someone busted out Zeku in the team tournament. I hope so.
That's not covered by Capcom rules, so you're right.
Exactly.
Well...
Oh, yeah, actually, slide the trophy over here, because it is not blocking the table over here. There you go. This is the reveal right here that we're using the table backwards, basically. You're supposed to sit on the other side. and the computer wires and everything like that are supposed to go through here, basically. But we use the table backwards because it creates the nice arch here. So.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, you brought up the Marvel characters, the new 3
Yes.
Marvel characters. I briefly went over my thoughts about them last week, but you hadn't had a chance to play them yet. So you have now, and what do you think?
I really want to learn Black Panther.
Yeah, you're a Panther fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is so interesting.
Okay.
Because he's all movement based.
Yeah.
He's all now he doesn't have the greatest mix-ups right now. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But just the fact that everything could be canceled into the wall thing, and then you could crouch cancel, and then he could just land, and then I don't know. It just feels like he's going to be an active character, and that really kind of intrigues me right now. So I've been following.
Sick.
If you guys want good Panther stuff, go check out Filthy Rich's Twitter right now. Filthy Rich, of course, also one of the main Urian guys early on when he first came out in Street Fighter V.
For sure.
But I've been looking at a lot of his stuff, and I really want to learn Black Panther, but now I'm just like, who do I pair him up with? And I'm trying to figure out the right team for him right now.
Okay, I think I'm happy to hear that, because I've heard a lot of negativity about Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because his mix-ups aren't very
right, exactly. And that's the weak part about him, is that he's going to have a hard time opening people up, which is weird, but then I might as well pair him with Captain America, because then I'll have 2 characters who can't open you up to save your life.
So my theory about Marvel Infinite is that we cannot just talk about assists and supports. Or points and supports. That's not the game. Instead, there needs to be a category of, I think Dan on Twitter called it initiators. I was calling them party starters because I didn't know what to say. But I think he's good for that. He doesn't do the mix-ups, but he inserts his partner into where they can mix up. I think he's really good at that.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see people explore that side, because I think that's a cool idea.
Dude, B-Stepter just totally called me out. I like another cat character.
Man,
Dang
you
it.
just can't escape.
What the hell, man?
Cannot escape.
I did not even think about that. But yeah, I have my cat character now.
You're stuck.
Jesus, that's crazy.
You're stuck. Well, don't play him with the old captain, because
no, that's going to be a terrible team. That's going to be a terrible team. But Monster Hunter is really interesting as well, because she's super slow, but everything's cancelable into that dash, and that's really what kind of opens her up. And she's way more versatile than I thought she was going to be, because dude, I never, if I was going to find a combo with 5 launches, legit launches in this game, I didn't think it would be Monster Hunter. Oh, yeah? But I have a combo with 5 launches in it, which is actually kind of funny.
That is cool.
But she seems really interesting to me. And what's cool right now is that she's been opening up a lot of characters for other people. I saw that Chris G now is, found a Morrigan team now. He has not been able to find a partner for Morrigan, but now he has Morrigan and Monster Hunter, and he really likes that team.
Oh, interesting.
The team works well for him, so he's like, wow. Even he was like, I'm surprised that it took Monster Hunter to get me a Morrigan team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can see that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then Sigma, I don't know, he's weird to me.
Yes.
He's surprisingly slow and floaty.
Very
and
slow.
I don't know, it's not how I would have pictured Sigma fighting at all.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
With the sword, little things being left behind with this weird slow dash.
Yep.
I didn't think that was going to be how he played, so I don't know. He's the one that I'm probably least interested in right now.
Okay.
He seems kind of generic to me right now. But funny thing is I've never been a Sigma fan. I don't know if that's affecting me or what.
I think he looks dumb. I don't care about the character. But I do think he's really good. I think he's really good.
He can't even be a bootleg Buzz Lightyear, because he looked like that before Buzz Lightyear.
That's true.
Sigma
predates
Buzz Lightyear by a long time. So
I like his. So the special move dashes, I don't know what they're called, whatever. They're slow. But that actually is really good. I think that slow special moves are really strong in this game.
Yes.
And special moves that are diagonal up, I think are really good.
Because they cover the sky, too.
Well, that's part of it, but the other part of it is that if you are close and you do that special move, then you don't have to worry about your guy getting his butt kicked because he is now behind the opponent. Right? Sigma moves behind the opponent, and now the new dude, the new character, is in front. So you're automatically protecting your assists. So I feel that's actually really good.
Okay.
I think he has good zoning and good pressure, and he sets up. I think he's actually really strong.
Okay.
Really
strong.
I
mean, I believe it. I mean, honestly, out of all of them right now, I think Sigma and Monster Hunter feel significantly stronger than Black Panther.
I think
Black Panther is he's got to be a character that's just got to force people to make mistakes because the pressure is just so crazy. You know what I mean? But I don't know how that's going to pan out in this game because you don't want one character going ham. If you're just having one character going ham, I feel like you're playing it wrong. But, I can imagine like having a Monster Hunter Black Panther team where Monster Hunter just does quarter circle forward and then you just go into Black Panther and go nuts in that situation. But she can do that for everybody.
Yeah. And I don't feel like Panther is useful as like the guy that you tag into. Because where the mix-ups aren't there. Right? I don't know why you would tag into him.
Right.
But I think he's excellent for starting things off. So if you have like some good high-low character but doesn't have great mobility or something, some good command grab mix-up character doesn't have good mobility, and you just want to get close, you just Black Panther, I did a wall dive or whatever, and now here I am. I got Hacker right here.
I wonder how crazy it would be to actually have, like, Spider-Man Black Panther and just be like, rush tag.
Okay, rush, interesting. When you first mentioned that, I think of running away. I think of, like, being very slow, biding my time at the other side, and then, like, all of a sudden, at any moment, I can be in your face with both of those guys, and so you have to play differently. That's my thought. That's my theory about Black Panther right now. Yeah. But we'll see. I think they're all fun, all unique, which is great. So.
Cool.
New characters.
Yep, there you go. So.